sorry, what?
Hey y'all. Welcome back to Mondays with Mother. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been rocking with me for a while, thank you. I'm so glad to finally be able to record, get back into it. Last time we got to sit down with each other, it was like mid December. Yeah, mid December. And it was just before Christmas, and then we got sick. I got the flu. It was so bad. And then I felt like I was having a lot of just mental dysfunction. There was drama in my life that was completely unnecessary, mind you. And then it was odd dynamics, relationships sort of diminishing. We'll get into that. But today's episode is all about reflection, celebration, and setting our intentions as we step into the year. No, absolutely not. This is not in a new year, new me way, but more in like a real, grounded, honest way. I don't know what the deal with the whole new year, new me. I get like new habits and new intentions, but it seems that people just think that you can go flip your identity immediately, that there's it's an overnight thing. And I be honest with you, that's not how it works. So, but first things first, Happy New Year. Whether you came into this year feeling motivated, exhausted, hopeful, or just like still trying to process what this last year put you through, you're not behind. You're not late. You're right on time. This episode isn't about pressure, it's just about acknowledging how far we've come, even when the journey didn't look pretty. I know my journey did not look pretty. I had a lot of wins, a lot of losses. There was heartbreak, there was misled intentions, there was closing karmic chapters in my life. I knew that the year 25 was about me ending these cycles and patterns that I continue to engage in. It feels good to say that I'm not in that position anymore, and what a blessing that is. I felt like everything that the year 25 like kind of led me through was to be more mindful, to be more grounded, and to be more intentional. With being intentional, I know that repeating old mistakes or old choices, I don't feel like a lot of decisions that I made were mistakes. They were learning patterns. They shifted my perspective, or they created, a sense of awareness in me that I needed to fix something, that something I was doing wasn't aligning with my true self. But boundaries were something I had to set with intention, and not allowing people who have shown me that they have no intention for us or for our relationship, whether it's to improve, correct, whatever, that they're not for me. It's not for me. Can't can't continue in that. I know I'm big on second chances, but men have just shown me that if you give them an opportunity, they will just do you worse. They cheat on you once, they're gonna cheat on you again with two bitches, or they're gonna, go online and seek out whatever. It's just with one lie comes two. With it's a weird thing, and for us or for myself, I struggled with not wanting to let go of relationships that I knew weren't good for me. But when I close those chapters, the peace that I feel has been incredible. Those have been wonderful to acknowledge, wait, how far I've come with this big, a lot of these big decisions. I'm proud of that, you know, no pressure. And thankful for the journey, even when it did not look pretty. I want to take a moment to actually sit in some wins from 2025 because if you're anything like me, you move so fast that you don't give yourself enough credit, and I am the worst about that. I do not give myself enough credit. One of my biggest wins is that I graduated with my associate's degree in business management. That alone took a lot of difficult discipline, sacrifice, and late nights, but I didn't want to stop there. I continued to launch my business plan forward, pouring into ideas, showing up when I didn't feel confident, and trusting myself enough to keep building that. There have been times where I felt like I can't put forth an episode that is not authentic or real and struggled to show up because I lacked confidence in myself that week or what I wanted to talk about, or felt like there were things in my personal life that didn't align with where I wanted to be. And that was harsh. So I am thankful to be able to be my most raw and real self. And another unexpected win is that I redesigned my kitchen and my bathrooms. Some of you know me on a personal level and are friends with me on my personal social media. My upstairs boys' bathroom flooded into my kitchen downstairs, which was one of the most disgusting things I have ever dealt with in my entire life. I have to give a huge shout out to my dad for helping me financially be able to repair because I couldn't afford an insurance claim, nor could I afford to have any help. I couldn't even really afford the supplies. I didn't know what I was gonna do or how I was gonna fix it, and it was scary, and he stepped in when I was at what I felt like was my lowest money-wise. While I was even at the place, I think it was like Lowe's or Home Depot, I don't remember. While I was there, I was picking out paint colors, and the paint can actually exploded onto me at the checkout, which was so I thought I was gonna snap. I really thought I was gonna snap. Could not believe it. But with that, it sparked something in me that I can handle almost anything. I think that's a weird way to say that the pressure that was on me at that time was immense. When I started that, I then went into my kitchen reno and started doing a bunch of research, and I loved it so much that I started posting it, and the DIY confidence turned into more projects and more creativity and reminded me that I'm capable of figuring things out even when I've never done it before. With that, I ended up having the opportunity to flip 2 homes almost like completely in my design. I was so grateful for Miss Donna for those opportunities. And one of the biggest decisions that I made, other than launching this podcast with you guys, so I signed up for my bachelor's degree. That was a lot. That I not because I had to, but because I wanted to do that for myself, for my future, for my boys' future. I wanted better. I wanted more. 2025 wasn't easy. No, there were setbacks, moments of doubt, and times I questioned my direction. But I kept going, and that counts for something. As I look toward 2026, my goals are not rooted in hustle. This year is about moving with intention, protecting my peace, saying no without guilt, and choosing alignment over urgency. With going, I am more now focused on building sustainability emotionally, mentally, financially, and spiritually. I do not need to rush the process. I just have to stay consistent. I need to stay consistent. Another thing with consistency is that I have been on a 52-week journal study of The Bible. I am a spiritual girly. I feel that the more you know, the more you learn or lean into the word, regardless if you have community in religion or not. It's good for your soul. It's good for your mental health to live beyond purpose. And some people don't align or agree with that, and that's okay. I just encourage you to daily read. I encourage you to daily remove yourself from screen time. And I, if you don't have that opportunity, a lot of people are investing in this red light therapy, and I love it. I have a light mask for my skin that I use. I've been using it now for about a month. I am seeing real results as far as my skin texture, as far as my bounce back time. I also have been monitoring my diet, water. I want to be the best version of myself ever, and the way to do that is to live in it. And with living in it, it has helped expand my mind. It has helped me feel better in my body, even though we all got the flu for Christmas. Um, lame, lame, tomato, tomato. But even though we all got the flu for Christmas, it was easier, I think, for me in the past than it has been to bounce back. That was my first time being that sick in a really long time. And I used to get a cold and be down bad like that. Down bad. Entertainment wise, though, for like screen time and humor, I've been on the Gypsy Files bad, and if you don't know what that is, oh my god! So you guys know I love Gypsy Rose, love, 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 love Gypsy Rose. There's a lot of social, mental, and like psychological dynamics in that as far as study goes. Do I agree with the things that she said? Absolutely not. I find her fascinating. I find the situations that her mother's undoing put her in. And I also find it fascinating the way that we do not know how manipulation and control are ultimately weapons and can be very, very influential in a lot of decisions that we make. So, do know, even though I'm like, I love Gypsy Rose. It's more than that. It's more complicated than that. So chill out. But the Gypsy Files are all the videos between her and Nick, or videos that she sent Nick. I've never in one time seen the same video come up twice on my For You page on TikTok. Not one time, which is crazy to think about because that means there are so many. There's so many. It's insane. And with that, like, that's really been the most authentic that I've seen people be online in a while because there is this new, not a new thing. I believe everyone should get their coins and get their money, but since a lot of people in my community have turned on monetization, there is a new it's awful. I'm so sorry to say that, but everybody is sharing the same thing, and I get it, you are in a community group where you guys share funny things, so you copy and paste them, but my god, like, do you not check to see who else is in the group, or do you not look to see who did it first because you're doing I can't see my friends share their kids' Christmas pictures. I don't get to see other people talk about things that matter to them or celebrate successes or even share losses of their family members over the holiday, people that I know. Like, I want to connect. I want to connect with my familia, but I can't because everybody wants to be funny. No one's having a unique experience, and it's so frustrating. It's making me sad. I want connection, I want community, I want people who uplift each other. And if that's not uplifting, like, please share with me what I can say better, or share with me what the dealio is that everyone is doing the exact same status as a unique original thought. I need for us to be unique and original. Please, if you can be anything in life, be you. Be so you that there is no denying it, right? Now, Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. I've been very, very blessed to have you thus far with my little mini rant, of course. To check in, we have now got our Monday mantra. I want to give you something to carry with you into this new year. I don't need a perfect plan to move forward. I need to trust myself to adjust as I go. I want that to sit with you. You're allowed to evolve. My tip of the week is set intentions, not ultimatums. Choose one word or feeling you want this year to bring, whether it's peace, clarity, confidence, and let your decisions line up with that. You literally do not need 10 resolutions to move the needle. Thank you for spending your Monday with me today. Thank you for listening and sharing and holding space for these conversations. If this episode resonated with you, send it to someone who needs it and reach out and tell me what your word of the year is. If you haven't already, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and you can subscribe everywhere you get your podcast and turn notifications on to get the latest and newest episode. I want to thank you guys so much. One more time. One time for the internet sisters. Until next time, take care of yourself. And remember, Mondays are a mother, but so are you. Bye.